We were just talking about our dinner plans, as you do at 5:45 on a Friday
I'm starting
night.
to get hungry.
You are about to brave the elements to go on your dinner journey.
Yes, and I will certainly need a coat because it's
Yes.
pretty chilly outside and a lot colder than it was yesterday.
For
so
sure.
here's a look at some of those high temperatures. For today, only got to 42 in Portland, 44 in Wiscasset, 41 for a high in Rockland. And comparison to yesterday, where some of us were able to get into the 50s, it was a lot colder. So we did have some snow shower activity around today, but even just in the past few hours, a lot of that has started to dissipate with the exception of a little area of heavier snowfall moving through areas of Washington County right now. That should move out of our area within the next half an hour to hour or so. It was also a bit windy today, and that's not going to change as we get into the day tomorrow. We're still going to have wind gusts about 25 to 35 miles per hour. And it's going to make it feel colder than it actually is. And tomorrow is likely going to be colder than it was today. High temperatures will really struggle to get out of the 30s despite a good amount of sunshine in the afternoon. So it'll be nice and sunny, but I think it'll feel pretty cold tomorrow. And then we'll start to see increasing clouds overnight ahead of our next storm system. So we'll see some snow shower activity in the late morning, but most of the heavier precip moves in afternoon. If you're closer to the coast, this storm is going to be bringing in some warmer air from the south, so we'll be rain along the coastline, but then we'll be watching that rain-snow line, and then we'll have some snow through areas of inland. And I think around dinner time especially could see some fairly heavy precip. You can see some of the orange and yellow colors in the rain and some of those darker purples. So especially around dinner time, I think we'll have some fairly heavy precip. That rain-snow line continues to push northward there, but the system moves out fairly quickly. Already by about 10 p.m. seeing some clearing in areas of western Maine, clearing out of eastern Maine by around midnight. And then behind this system, we end up windy once again on Monday. So here's a look at that snowfall forecast. Mostly rain along the coastline, about 1/4 to 3/4 of an inch of rain there. And then as you get farther north, you end up with more snow, a widespread 1 to 3 in areas of northern Maine, but some areas, especially closer to the New Hampshire border, could see about 3 to 6 inches of snow. And the bigger storm system that we're watching comes in on Tuesday. And there's a little bit of disagreement here. So right now we're looking at the exact track or where the center of low pressure would set up. So for example, the European model has it much farther south, so we end up with some more coastal snow, and it also has a bit slower timing. However, the GFS has a much more robust system. The center of low pressure is farther north, and we could see some mixing along the immediate coastline, and we end up with some more widespread snow and higher precipitation totals. So right now we are 4 days out from this system. So right now what we're watching is track and type. Is this storm going to be a hit, and what type of precipitation would we get? As we get into the weekend, we can start to really nail down those snowfall amounts and the timing. Marine forecast sees 4 to 8 feet. That gale warning is in effect until tomorrow morning, though I expect it will be extended. So tomorrow for the 7-day forecast, a lot of sunshine, but I think it'll feel pretty cold. High temperatures will be in the 30s, and that west wind will make those wind chill temperatures feel even colder. Then mostly cloudy on Sunday, and in the second half of the day and into the overnight, we'll have rain closer to the coast and some snow areas inland. Bailey, all eyes right now are on Tuesday into Wednesday. Stick with us this weekend. We'll keep an eye on it.
Dana, thank you. It's time for the jacket, time for the beanie.
Thank you.